Well, we got another Crab Loomian, and oh boy, this one is dangerous. Okay then, for the first battle, let's go over the critical hitting Crabtana. Okay, let's lead up with Lashen and try and get some nice damage, and that is actually perfect for us. That is a Nevermare. Now, I want to go for fadeaway, but if that Char Onyx switches in, I'm going to be a little upset, so I think I'm just going to go for Slapdown instead. And they actually stay in. Okay, we should be able to take that fairly well, even if it does critical us. So, hey, we get one Slapdown off, which does a lot of damage, but it has no item. Of course it has no item. Why would it have an item? Come on, bro. Fine. I'll go for a fadeaway this time then. They go for a bulk up, that's completely fine. We're going to do some nice chip damage. Take it down to one shot, and now it's going to go into something that can outspeed the Nevermare, which is definitely Lantorch. Although, I don't really want to stay in case I do knock it out, so I'm going to go for fadeaway. They actually swapped out, which I'm actually happy about. Really happy though, they didn't go into Chart Onyx because that would have really sucked. But yeah, I guess actually if I clicked... Oh, actually, I guess I went into Deladrix predicting me to click Fire Breath, but honestly, I was expecting Chart Onyx to maybe prevent me from clicking a pivot move, so yeah, that actually looks out for me. But yeah, even if I did get the knockout, I don't really want Lantorch to be on the field because they have a lot of things that can just switch into it, and I'd have to be forced out if I clicked a bad move that I'm locked into. Here then, we could go Crabtana. I'm trying to think about this, I don't have a great switch into Deladrix, like at all. Yeah, I think Crabtana might be my best option, and I'm gonna click a Drudge immediately. I think I might be able to sweep if I get the Drudge off here. Looks like I didn't get any Babs up earlier, but I think we might be fine. Might. Okay, well, we actually outspeed the Deladrix, so love to see that, and they go for Zip Zap. Nope, Douse. I should live one. Oh, Shell... Nah, I live one. I might actually live a Lightspeed Ray. It looks like this guy just doesn't have any items. I'm gonna go for Razor Slash because I don't want to lower my defenses with Rogue Assault. It should hopefully just knock it out still. It does. Critical hit. Okay, never mind. I actually completely forgot. Because I have the ability and my moves are also critical hit increased, it's 50% exactly like Nevermare. So Critmon versus Critmon. But yeah, I got the Drudge off, so I will always outspeed you, Nevermare. See ya later. Okay, next up is Cephalops. Ah, that is gonna prevent me from sweeping. I'm not gonna lie, kind of forget about you. We could go for Rogue Assault. There is a chance I do get a critical hit. It isn't gonna be like double increase though, because Rogue Assault doesn't have an increased critical hit rate. We could just go for the damage, honestly. I don't really see a problem with that. And then we can just go into Lantorch if I faint. I don't really have like a great switch into Cephalops, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna hit it. And please give me a nice critical hit. We got it! We got it, baby! Let's go! Okay, and next up is Novadeus. Okay, looks like they didn't bring Chart Onyx then. Well, I'm gonna go for... I want to say Rogue Assault again. Can I go for 2 Hydro Slashes? I don't think I can. No, I definitely can't. I guess just Rogue Assault then. Might as well just take it out completely, like, make sure it's guaranteed to go down. But yeah, I'm gonna have to wait or rest next turn anyway. Although, I guess Hydro Slashing would have actually been a little bit better, because I would have been at -1, not -2. But oh well, we're fine. Oh, it's Cosmior. Actually, oh no, Obsidian Hearts. Actually, maybe it would have been better if we just didn't get a -2. I'm not entirely too sure how I'm gonna beat Cosmior. It could definitely backfire. I'm gonna try and go for a wait and pray we live. Hopefully, he goes for a bulk up. Yeah, maybe. No slash. I definitely faint. That's fine. I mean, we definitely got a little bit greedy, but I mean, it definitely worked. I can't really complain. So yeah, I think here then, we just go into Lantorch, and I just keep clicking Flash and Flee into Gargolem. Gargolem doesn't really do much though, and we really don't want this thing setting up. So I think we're actually going to go Lantorch, Flash and Flee into Meditoad. We should outspeed it. Even if it's boots? Well, we outspeed it anyway, so good to know. Yep, we do slightly less than half damage, and we go Meditoad because they're most likely going to click Cerebral Slash, because they can't click Ancient Move against a light type, since it is resisted. Although I guess it actually doesn't really matter, because I have paper defenses, like, quite literally paper defenses. Anyway, doesn't matter which one we actually go for. I guess we'll go for Thunderstrike for all the potential paralyze. So come on. We just need it. But yeah, I just need like one move to hit it, to take it just below half health, and then a Flare should just knock it out for us. So yep, there we are. There's the Thunderstrike, and okay, that is definitely more than enough. Definitely. There's the Meteor Smash. Okay, seal it, Meditoad. You did your job, Lou. You did your job really well. And now let's just clean up with Land Torch. And I think this is our last one. Yep. That went almost perfectly for Crabtana. Yeah, once Crabtana get like, because it has like such a good melee defense stat, obviously its health stat is kind of lacking in me as a crab, but because of that defense, it's pretty easy. Okay, that got a critical hit as well. You're not even my Critmon. But yeah, because of the defense stat, it makes it a lot easier to get the Drudge off. And if you get that Drudge off, oh boy, you're dealing some major damage. Okay then, next up, let's go over the Revenge Killing set, which is Vengeance. Okay, they have a few too many Ice-type Loomians for my liking, so I'm just not going to go ahead and bring my Gargolem defense, and they don't have any entry hazard errors, so I don't really need Fishgana. This would be a pretty good lead normally, but Zulung has Fire Breath now, so yeah, I gotta switch out. I guess we'll go into... I could go Astros into Meditoad, but it's not really worth it. I think we just have switch into Meditoad here. We should take a Fire Breath fairly well. They might actually just go for Ancient Rock, expecting Meditoad to switch in. But no, they go for Fire Breath. Nice little bit of energy wastes. Although that does a lot of freaking damage. And here, I think we just fire off a Psycho Blast just to do as much damage to everything. Okay, another Fire Breath, so potentially Boots. I'm going to assume it's Boots, but we don't have to matter about it. We don't have to worry about it at all. It just got critical hits and died. Yeah, that critical hit definitely didn't matter, but nice. I'm not going to complain about it. Not going to complain. And now here, we can actually just let their Eruptodon take me down, and I get to go into my Crabtana. The only issue is with Vengeance against Eruptodon, they're clearly going to switch out, so do I go for Rogue Assault instead? I think the Rogue Assault might be better than Wave Wrecker, potentially, because it's pretty predictable, right, that I'm going to go for a Water-type move. I think it's predictable, so I think they should switch out. I guess we'll see low, and if they have Magma Block, I'm gonna be pretty upset. Like, very upset. Okay, they actually stay in and go for Soul Burst. I'm praying Rogue Assault with Brawler Essence and Vengeance is enough to KO it, but I was really hoping for a switch out. They didn't low, so hopefully they Magma Block, I guess? I mean, I wouldn't really complain about that. Nope, they don't. Well, there's Rogue Assault, and okay, luckily, it just knocks it out anyway. I mean, there's so many, like, damage multipliers, it better have, okay? Also, I completely forgot about, like, Stab also being a multiplier, but it's barely one, right? It is barely one. Now, Glissadia, can't speak, does outspeed us, and unfortunately, I don't really have a switch into this, like, at all. My Meditoad is already gone. So not entirely too sure how I'm going to play around this. I think they have to go for... Actually, what move can they go for? Ice, I resist it. I quad resist it. And Ancient, I 2 times resists. So they're definitely going to go for an Ancient type move, right? I could go into Land Torch, I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll try Land Torch. Oh, they actually go for the withdraw. This is fine. This is fine. This is actually better for me. I don't think they had a plant type, so I think we just go for Flare every time, right? Yeah, I don't remember if they have a plant type. I guess we're about to find out, but nope, it's Venilon. This should just get 2-shot, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's pretty close, Flo. It is pretty close. We could just let Land Torch go down. and get Crabtana back on the field, but I don't think this is my decision. I'm actually gonna go into... I think Lushen. I think Lushen is the right option. If it's Hunter, I would rather have my Aseros. And if it's Tyrex, I mean, I'd actually rather have my Lushen, but I think I can deal with Tyrex easier than Hunter, since Hunter just outspeeds me by a landslide. Here, I think we actually go for a fadeaway. I don't think they're going to stay in, to be honest. They don't get him. It is into Tundrulin. I thought so. We could actually go into my, we could go into Crabtana here, because type matchup is nice, but at +1, Tundrulin is going to be pretty annoying. I think we just go back into Lantorch and click Flare again. I mean, I don't really see a problem with that. We just always get a KO here. Venolin can't switch back into me because it just gets two-shotted, so yep, there is the Venolin. It's about to get two-shotted, so don't care. Do not care. Okay, and there is the Venolin Gown. See you later. Okay, and Glissadie is back on the field. I mean, this is actually my best case scenario, like my best matchup. Lantorch can get rid of Glissadie if I'm on the field. I can't switch into it, really, unless I know it's going for an Ancient type move. But yeah, not entirely too sure why they did that, but then again, if they don't have a Light type or a Plant type, nothing wants to come in on a Lantorch. Like, nothing does. And I think I can actually go for a Flare again, and I think I just win the game. I mean, Crabtana didn't really do too much, but I mean, it did get the Vengeance boosted kill, even though it didn't really matter because I had Wave Wrecker. But if they switched out, I mean, hey, something was dying, okay? Like, something was straight up dying. Here, I want to have Crabtana do something. I just don't want to let the Tundrulin get a potential sweep on me. I think as long as Lantorch has 50 energy, I think we'll be good. So I'm actually going to go into Lashent. Okay, we're going to try and get our Crabtana on the field. I might as well let it get one more KO, right? I might as well. There's Ice Hammer, love to see it. I'm actually going to go for Rest here. I do not want to hit it to increase its defenses. I just want to feint so I get my Vengeance boost. So come on, hit me. Nice, okay. It's Vengeance boost time, baby. Okay, and I guess this is actually one of the better matchups I kind of wanted to see because even though we can hit it super effective, Tundrulin is really, really bulky. It actually might live a Rogue Assault without a Vengeance boost, so this will definitely just knock it out, right? Imagine if it lived low. Imagine. But hey, we did it. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this is like one of my shorter videos that I've done, but yeah, that's like kind of what happens if you're using like very, very, very offensive Loomians, like Crabtana, for example. Just one like right step in the right direction, like getting a Drudge off or getting like a Vengeance boost, just means yeah, I easily either sweep or just completely nuke something that might be problematic for my team. So yeah, Crabtana is very dangerous, like very, very dangerous. Okay then, jumping into the sets, let's start off with the critical hitting set. We're running 200 melee attack TPs with a brawny personality to hit as hard as possible. Then we have 200 speed TPs with a nimble personality to be as fast as possible. The 4 energy TPs are level 50, it will give us a total of 250 energy to use, and then the 96 health TPs are leftovers, but it does give us some nice extra bulk. For the held item, you're going to want to run any damage increasing item like an essence or shell, and I'm personally running the metal essence because most of the time, I'm going to be clicking Razor Slash. Then for the ability, we're running the secret ability Razor Sharp, which will make all of our melee attacks have boosted critical hit rates. And then finally for the moves, we're running Razor Slash and Rogue Assault as our strongest stab options. Hydro Slash is coverage, and also it has a boosted critical hit rate, which pairs nicely with our ability. And then finally we have Drudge to potentially sweep. And then for the Revenge Killer set, we're running 200 melee attack TPs with a brawny personality to hit as hard as possible. Then the 200 speed TPs with a nimble personality will let us be as fast as possible. The 4 energy TPs are level 50, it will give us a total of 250 energy to use, and then the 96 health TPs are leftovers, but it does give us some nice overall extra bulk. For the held item, you're going to want something to increase our damage output like an essence or shell, and in my case, I'm going to be running the Brawler essence to boost our highest damaging move, Rogue Assault. Then for the ability, we're running the normal ability Vengeance, which will let us deal double damage if an ally just fainted. And then finally for the moves, we're running Rogue Assault and Razor Sharp as our strongest stab options. Wave Wrecker is our strongest coverage option, and then we finally have Drudge to potentially sweep.